All right, we are in Mainz and we're in a Tier 7, 8, 9 battle. So we're right in the middle with one submarine, one destroyer, four cruisers, five battleships, and one aircraft carrier on each team. Now, the other team has a Valparaiso that is one of the big new deals on the block where everybody's buying that one with the steel will event. I am holding on to my steel until I see how my Christmas crates work out. And then I'm actually wanting the Tier 10 equivalent of Mainz, the Bremen, which is a great ship. If you love the Mainz, I hear you're going to love the Bremen. And I do love my Mainz. Now on the other account, just another math teacher account, I'll be going after Hawaii. I don't really want the Valparaiso. I'm okay with brawling battleships, but I really like my cruisers. Now the other team also has a couple of Georges, which are extremely dangerous to me. They can one-shot kill a cruiser pretty easily. Now, I started out in the middle, but going in toward Charlie wasn't going to be of any benefit to me. I'm headed over toward the west side of the map, and it looks to me like most of the enemy team is leaving and headed over toward the middle. That's curious. Well, it's Thanksgiving weekend, and you just never know what's going to go on with teams. It is Friday night on Black Friday, so perhaps a lot of the players out here are just casual players. A lot of times on Fridays, you don't get real good teams. So hopefully this is not going to be one of those bad ones. Now I see that we have two players from the Bonks clan. They're in a div with each other, and one other player that I don't recognize that one's clan. But the Bonks players are King of the Seas. In fact, one of them, the one playing in the rune right next to me, is wearing the badge for King of the Seas. He played in it at some point, maybe the recent one that just finished up, I don't know. Alright, a little bit of wild camera work, looking around to make sure that nobody could see me and that I wasn't going to be catching any shots from the Jean Bart or the Georgia that's over there. Now we have this Georgia here. I'm just going to ease up here where I can get shots on him without him being able to shoot back at me too easily. Now I just recently acquired the Tier 10 ship that is a German heavy cruiser with incredible secondaries, and that's the Prince Albert. But when it came time to pick a ship, I still choose Mainz. Alright, I am getting good shots over there on that Georgia, and then every once in a while on the Synop. And Georgia is hurting. Oh, okay, well, the enemy got our Andrak with first blood, so they're up by one, but they're about to lose Georgia here in just a bit. Oh. Need to hit up on the superstructure. I got that down there on his hull where it can't do anything. Okay. Bonk's player was able to get the Georgia down.
Torpedos auf Steuerbord.
Where are those torps? Oh,
Torpedos auf Steuerbord.
going behind me. Those are submarine torps. Oh, okay, there we go. Got the Synop down. Now we can work on the Yarsveld. The Dutch light cruiser, the Andrak that we lost, is the Dutch heavy cruiser. Both of them dropped the umbrella bombs and caused a lot of havoc. Oh, we just lost our Bonk's player that was in the Georgia to the Valparaiso. Valparaisos are crazy ships. Oh, okay. Well, we just picked up that submarine right in front of us. I think my Hydro's got him. He's right below the surface, and he's not going deep. Alright, well, I don't get the air launch depth charges. I have to drive over him. But fortunately, the Rune does, so good enough. Oh, the Rune got him with guns. Well, no matter, as long as somebody got him. Now, I can be seen by the Jean Bart. Now nobody can see me. I'm going to move right up into Alpha then. And of course there's aircraft out here spotting me. Might get some shots at the Yarsveld again. Now the Shikaku has pretty good bombs. He just didn't land them on me. Those Japanese carriers can citadel a battleship. I don't know if I could be citadeled on a light cruiser. Heavy cruisers, though, that would be a problem. Yeah, I'm probably going to take this cap. Doesn't look like the enemy team is going to try to put any shots on me. They're over in Delta, and then our sub went into Charlie Cap. The only thing that could shoot at me would be the Yarsveld, and I think I'm right on the edge of his range. Okay, good thing Mainz has a fast reload because I have to take lots of shots to get my target. It can be so tricky hitting anything that's maneuverable at range. Well, I tagged him and lit a fire, so only landed one out of all those shots. Put it out right away, so if I can light another one, might be able to finish the job on him. But oh, there's one of the Georges, and somebody is shooting at me. I'm turning out so I can get into kiting position. Hopefully not take too much damage from them. Yeah, not too bad. It's actually the first damage I've taken in the game, I believe, other than from a few random aircraft. Alright, well, I'm going to keep trying to dodge those shots. There we go. Little throttle juking along with some rudder. Mainz is pretty maneuverable, especially when you have rudder shift module on here. Okay, wow. Bridgeport just slapped the Georgia. Bridgeport is a heavy cruiser, brand new one that we got from the an event called the I don't know why he's sailing out there like that though. going to get whacked by either the Schroeder or the Jean Bart. Anyway, we had an event called Liberty Harbor that was going on where we could get the Bridgeport for free. And I have mine. And it is a pretty good ship. However, he had no business just sailing right out there like that. He should have just stayed back there and pecked away at whatever battleship he could see. Well, the box players got general offensive. Okay, we've almost got the Schroeder. There we go. Okay. He was actually the one that was worrying me more than the Georgia because of his rate of fire, and he's very durable. The Georgia would do severe damage to me if he caught me in the broadside. He has big guns, but I could dodge even a few of his shells, and he only has, I believe, 6 guns. Now the JB, on the other hand, he has all of his guns mounted up forward, so he can do real good work with those forward mounted guns. So far he's not paying much attention to me, but I'm sure he's going to as I get closer. And I can't really tell where his guns are pointing. Looks like they're still pointed over to my side, so I think he's looking at the Soviet Soyuz. Nope, he's shooting at me now. Yeah, he did a little damage. Nothing too crazy. Now, they get a reload booster. I don't know if he's interested in me or if he's interested in the Soviet Soyuz, though. At this point in time, I'm going to send torps at him. I can't keep going at him the way I want to because the Tiger 59 is over there. So I got to take my chance of getting out of there. He is shooting. And he did quite a chunking on me, but we have him in trouble now. We got the Rune over here, we got the Soviet Soyuz over here, the Minnesota's back over on the other side shooting at him, so I think he's in trouble. And he had to dodge my torps, so he didn't like his options there. And he's very, very close. Oh, I'm not quite finishing him though. I'm hitting his guns or something. Ooh. Okay. Overpins. He was desperate to get his shots away. Didn't aim it as well as he wanted to. Alright, now the Tiger 59 is a super lightweight British cruiser. And I can get shots on him. Oh, I'm not going to. The Rune just clapped him. I was just switching to my AP to do the job on him myself. Okay, well. And that gave Rune Kraken and Confederate. So he's going to be way up there on the leaderboard. We're both German cruisers. I'm a tier 8. He's a tier 9 though. And that was the game. GG. Imagine what Mainz could do if she had a heal. Maybe a few extra HP, longer range torps. It would just be crazy, wouldn't it? Well, that's what the Bremen can do. And I'm planning on getting that soon. Anyway, we did end up with just short of 100,000 in damage, 98,000. Picked up another Battle E for expert. 99% of all the rest of the players played lower than my Mainz did. So good deal. All the players that played Mainz, my Mainz outplayed them. Okay, that's what that does. Got 2 kills, assisted in 2 others, caused 9 fires, picked up a couple spotted ribbons, 255 main battery hits, of which 184 of them did damage, 18 secondary hits. That's strange. And 10 aircraft shot down, and then picked up a capture to help the team pick up some more points. And ended up on top of the leaderboard with 2,274 base XP. I thought for sure I'd be somewhere in the top 3, but kind of surprised that I did better than both of the Bonks players. Well, that guy in the rune, though, he was good, and he got us cracking, so earned his compliment. Well, 750,000 potential damage, so that's quite a bit in a light cruiser. Brought home 581 in credits and 2,219 in free XP, 13,699 in League Commander XP, which helps me a lot because I've been moving captains around and changing up a few things here or there. One thing I need to think about changing up here is having RPF on here. Although I would have to give up top grade gunner, and top grade gunner gives me faster main battery reload time when they're within my detection range, which I'm easily detected at 12K. So I don't know. Probably will stay with what I have. Pack a punch. I have that. Okay, I know what I am set up for. It's not to be the Mainz. It is because I have put Gunther on the Prince Adalbert. And that ship needs all of those things set up the way it is, because that is a crazy ship. And since it's always shooting, it doesn't need RPF. So I don't have RPF. I could think about getting a different captain that does. So what I am running with, though, is grease the gears, so that helps keep those guns on target. And incoming fire alert, so I get warning when somebody's shooting at me. Survivability expert for extra HP, and superintendent to give me extra hydro, and in this case, extra fighters. And then I am running demolition expert to help me light fires. That pack-a-punch gives my secondaries 20% buff and then more damage from my torpedoes. And the Prince Albert has those crazy secondaries that I can manually control. Plus, has longer range torpedoes. So I guess that's worth leaving alone, since I don't want to build something out just for Mainz. Yeah, that top grade gunner is a useful one for Prince Albert. With Mainz, I guess it does give me a little faster reload. And I have concealment expert, otherwise I would be detected further out than most battleships. Excuse me, I need to cough for a second. Alright, that's better. Alright, well, let's see here. I do have mine set up with main armaments mod 1 to help keep the guns and torpedoes in the fight, and damage control systems mod 1 to give me a little less chance of catching fire, although I have no idea why I haven't improved her hydro. So I'm going to do that now. Always play to the strengths of your ship, and I would have thought I did that a long time ago. I've had Mainz for quite some time. I was probably low on coal at the time, and then just didn't put that on there when I got more coal. Just forgot about it. Okay, aim assistance mod 1. Put some more shells on target. Steering gears mod 1, where a lot of people would use propulsion mod 1. I have always liked to be dodgy, and a good German driver that is playing the kiting game would go with the propulsion mod 1 most of the time. It helps you start and stop more quickly, but I can do that pretty well, and the steering gears does allow me to uh, steer out of the way of the worst of the shots most of the time. Then I have concealment systems mod 1 to help bring that concealment down to that 12K, which is still pretty awful for a cruiser, but that's the life of a German cruiser. Now, I only get fighters. I would like to have a spotter to give me more range, but it'd be pretty hard to hit anything from much further away than I am right now. But that hydro is definitely a big deal. My option on there would be defensive AA, but you definitely want that 6K hydro. It is actually nicer to have that than it is a radar. And so it saves me from torpedoes, and it also helps to detect things like that submarine. I'm running my Charlie Kilos, which you pretty much have to in the game these days, India Yankees to help put out fires, because that is my big bugaboo. I oftentimes will catch fire, and then if I can't put it out, I don't have any uh, heal to be able to get any of that health back. So once I lose it, it's gone for the game. Indy X-rays to help me light fires. I could have been running Victor Lima's instead. It actually works out to be the same. So let's go with that one. I was probably low on those at some time, and when you have torpedoes, you might as well include those in the bet. Mike Yankee Soxy 6 to increase the range on my secondary batteries, and November Echo SETI 7s to help deal with aircraft a little bit more efficiently. Sierra Mikes to make me faster, and November Foxtrots to give me a quicker turnaround on my hydro mostly. And then finally Sierra Bravos to make my hydro last a lot longer. So all of those work together to make Mainz quite a strong ship. I can deal with things at the even up through tier 10. I'm not too worried. I don't like it, but I can deal with it. And you can see from all that base XP that I have accrued on her, ship XP, well over 2 million. I play her a lot. And her win rate is over 50%, so that's pretty good for cruisers. You can see not all of my win rates are up there. All right, well, we are in the Christmas port, and it's that time of the year for us to start getting the snowflakes here real soon. You can bet I'm going to be doing quite a few of them in Mainz. So, well, that was a good battle. So let me wish you a great evening, and I hope to see you in battle.